Welcome back to the Mind, Body, Pelvic Health Bootcamp. Today is day 7. I'm Dr. Bree. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I specialize in pelvic health and I am your camp counselor. So today we have a really awesome holistic challenge and such a fun physical challenge. Our holistic challenge is a 2-minute brain dump, and I'll explain that in a second. After we do our brain dump, we're gonna do a really awesome standing bar workout. Now, you don't need a ballet bar. I'm just gonna use a sturdy chair. But this standing workout is just gonna help move the energy and the emotion that we might bring up in our brain dump. It's gonna help move it through. So let's begin now with our holistic challenge, which is the fact that we hold on to stress, emotions, and energy in our body as tension. It manifests as tension in our physical body, in our muscles, our fascia. It holds on. And so it's better out than in. So whether it is some beef we have with someone, some issue we have with somebody in our lives, or whether it's simply just a list of like, oh my gosh, I have this project, that project, this project, like to-dos. So whether it's a to-do list, a grocery list that's running around in your head, a bunch of tasks you want to get done and remember, things you don't want to forget, or whether it's like writing a letter to somebody or something in your life that you're frustrated with. This is your opportunity to get it out in paper. Again, it's better out than in and stuck inside and just pretending like it doesn't bother us, because it does. And our body knows. Our body is a really good gauge for what's going on up here. So if you have tension or pain or physical issues in your body, one reason is probably because you have some stuff hanging on inside that we want to let go of. So what we resist, what we don't want to look at, what we resist and push away, it persists. So let's get it out. Grab a pen and paper or a journal. It does not need to be fancy. You can just get a little notepad or a nice journal, whatever it is that you want to get. Grab something and a pen, and I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes right now, and I want you just to write it out. So go ahead, take a deep breath, long exhale, and bring to mind what's going on up here. Whether it's tasks or a letter to somebody or something in your life, get it out. Go ahead and get started. Timer is starting now. As you begin your writing process, just know that even if nothing comes to mind, just be here and stick with me for this process and this practice. If anything comes up, it doesn't even have to make sense. It does not have to make any sense at all. Just get it down on paper. So keep writing, keep breathing, and let anything that wants to come out come through. This is your time to free write. Let it go. All right, great job with that brain dump. I bet that felt good to get it out. Now, in some cases, there may be some emotions that have come up after like writing all this stuff down and like looking at it. So in that case, let's put that energy to good use and get some exercise in. This is a wonderful standing routine that's great for your entire core, your hips, your pelvic floor, and it's gonna strengthen and tone all of your muscles. So you don't need any shoes, you don't need any equipment, except you will need a sturdy chair to hold on to. So just make sure that it's sturdy and it's not gonna tip over, okay? Let's begin with a nice standing posture. So I want you to make sure that your toes are spread out, everything is nice and grounded and rooted. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen your collarbones apart, pretend like someone's lifting the ponytail on the top of your head up toward the sky so you're lengthened through your body. We're going to begin with some sweeps, all on this outside leg. So begin with your outside leg, and you're going to go out to the side and come back in. Now, point your toe out and then come back in. Try as you're doing this not to tip to the side. You want to stay lifted and tall, and this is going to require gently zipping up your core. So gently activate your low abs and your pelvic floor. Now, let's begin again and in. So point your toe, sweep up and come in. You can gently turn your foot outward, your leg outward to get even more activation and breathe. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now you're going to gently bend your standing leg, the inner leg, and touch your toe to the back of the calf, okay? Now from here, you might need to come forward a little bit if you're like me, too close to the wall. So your knee is bent on the standing leg, and then you're touching the calf. Now you're going to straighten both legs and come behind you. So touch and bend, then straighten behind you with this outside leg. Touch and bend, straighten behind you. I'm going to show you from the side just for a moment. We touch and bend, and then straighten behind. Keep going. You want to be zipped up and strong through your core. Lightly touching the chair. 5 more. Keep breathing. 4, 3, so good for toning all of the muscles. Last one. Okay, still holding this, bring this outside leg up into kind of like a tree type position, like in yoga class, okay? So just hold this for a moment, lift, 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 and then come in and out. This is great for hip rotation. So you can just touch the inside of your knee, but come out with that knee and then in, straight ahead. Out to the side and in, straight ahead. Core is still strong and zipped up. You're breathing. You're feeling this on your standing leg. 5 more. 5, 4, so good. Keep those ribs knitted in. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. Bring that knee up again and rotate the knee down and up. Down and up. So that last one was external rotation. This is internal rotation. So knee down and up. Down and up. 5 more. And 3, strong and lifted through your core. 2, and last one. Yes. Okay, shake it out. That was a lot, wasn't it? It's a lot of work. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You could just turn around, but I'm just going to move my chair. So zip up my core, exhale, and turn my chair the other way. All right, let's begin by shaking it all out. Circle out your legs, circle out your hips, bend your knees, go the other way. You should really be feeling it in both legs, but even the standing leg can sometimes feel it more than even the moving leg. It's a lot. So other side. Begin with that strong stance, tall posture. Take a deep breath. Shoulders out to the sides, collarbones nice and wide. Lift the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Ribs are in, they're not jutted out like this. Everything is zipped up and strong. Wipe your brow if you're sweaty like me. And hold that zipped up posture, strong through the core. Slightly turn that other leg out. Now the outside leg is the other side. And we go up and down. Remember, we're not going like this. We're staying lifted and tall through the body as we reach out and back down. Point your toe up and sweep it back in. And breathe. And breathe. Lightly holding onto the chair, and 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bend the inside leg. Touch the calf lightly with the toe of this outside leg. And remember, this is where we go back with this leg. We bend both legs and then we straighten. Bend and straighten. Still zipped up and strong through the core. And breathing. Light touch. I'll show you from the side. And keep going. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Make sure that knee's pointing straight ahead as it bends. Last 1. And release. Bring that outside knee up, and we bring it to the inside of our leg. Now, you can hold this little stretch for a moment here. Make sure you're tall and lifted. This can easily happen. Don't let it. So we want to bring that leg, standing leg in, strong and lifted, and we're going to just lightly touch the inside of the knee because we're rotating forward and out to the side. Forward and out to the side. And keep going. Strong through that standing leg. Strong through your feet. Keep breathing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're not done yet. Come back to the middle, up, and the knee goes down and up. Notice how as my knee goes down, my foot goes out to the side. This is internal rotation at the hip. Now up and in. This is something we don't do a lot, but this is really great for your pelvic floor muscles, for your hip health. Keep going. And then of course this standing leg is really working. Keep your core strong. 5 more. 4, 3, core is strong. You're breathing. 2, and 1, and done. Oh my gosh, shake it out. Shake out the legs, bend your knees, and do little hip circles. 5 or 6 times each direction. Go the other way. Breathing. Okay, we're gonna end with 2 more moves that are gonna really include our calves, our balance, and our hip rotators. So you're gonna stand facing your surface or your chair. You're gonna come up onto your tiptoes with your heels together and your toes a little bit apart. So it's kind of like a little wedge if you look down. Now what we're gonna do is begin just with some up and down. So up and down, up and down. Make sure that you are nice and tall and lifted. Your core is engaged gently. You're breathing. It's like your core is a dimmer switch, and the dimmer switch is turned a little bit on. It's not super, super bright, but it's definitely on and active. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, come up and stay up. Heels are glued together. Bend your knees, hinge at your hips. So your back is flat. My knees are apart. My heels are together, okay? Now, knees are gonna come in and out, in and out, in and out. Keep going. It looks like this, in and out, in and out, in and out. Keep going. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strong through the core. Stay there. Now you're gonna swirl the knees together and out. This is kind of weird and awkward, but it feels so good. Swirling the knees together and apart. It looks like this. Heels together, knees apart, swirl them. Breathe. You might find your back kind of getting into it. That's okay, let it. So we're going for mobility here. Swirling, swirling, keep those heels glued together. Every body is shaped a little bit different. So if your heels can't stay glued together, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Keeping the heels off the floor. And 4, 3, swirling, 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake it out. Catch your breath. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Shake out your booty. And you're done. All right, after that amazing workout, you might want to massage out your hips, your thighs, but I want you right now to massage your body, treat it well, and bring into your mind and into your heart today's focus phrase, which is what we resist persists. So it's better out than in. Again, what we resist persists. So it's better to let things out than to keep things in. Last time, what we resist and what we don't want to look at and what we pretend isn't there, it persists. So it's better to let it out than to keep it in and stuck inside and just not looking at it. All right? Get things out on paper, do a brain dump, let that stuff out. If we're keeping it in, that's a form of resisting it because we're not looking at it, we're not dealing with it, we're just bottling it up inside. When we do that, it leads to all types of dysfunction and dis-ease in our bodies. So let it out and then move the energy with exercises like we did today. I hope you loved today's physical and holistic challenge. It was so great for your pelvic floor and your emotions. As always, check the video description for more details about today's challenge and the challenge in general, and for a link about how you can get this 10-day challenge sent to you by email. Thank you so much for watching, and come back tomorrow for another great one. And until then, remember to eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. I'll see you next time.